Henry, time for your special report. Henry, time for your report. Come here. You are ready, aren't you?
Now?
All right, Henry. We're waiting for your report on mudskippers?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about mudskippers and why they skip. Where are my notes? Oh, mudskippers. They're fish who live in mangrove swamps along tropical coasts of the Indian and Pacific Oceans. They're about half the size of a hot dog and can skip around on land like jumping beans because they're looking for their boats. Mudskippers are nautical men, only happy when they're on a ship.
Really?
One small problem. Their ships are made of mud.
Mud?
When mud and water mix, mud dissolves faster than you can say porthole. One moment our fishy friends are sailing the ocean blue, the next they're under it as the mud ship disappears. Sadly, mudskippers aren't born with a large brain. They skip back to shore and try again and again. You'd think they learned to go for wood. Wood floats. Mud don't. But no, they're fish out of water. Maybe they'll learn to sail on something that does float. But until then, that's the way it is, straight from the lizard's mouth.
Do you really think anybody's going to believe that?
Yeah! Yeah!
Now here's the true story. Although they're fish, mudskippers can breathe both in air and in water. They use their gills to breathe underwater. But on land, they have to carry water with them in their gills.
That's amazing! It's a bit like scuba diving in reverse.
If they find enough water to refill their gills, they can remain on land for several days looking for food.
So how do they get around?
By using their pectoral fins on either side of their body to pull them forward, a little like legs. Very few fish can hunt both in water and on land.
So, they really are fish out of water. Amazing!
Look out, Henry. That caiman's still hunting for something.
Wow! That looks like an easy way to get around. I wonder.
Some animals make really long journeys called migrations. Would you like to try, Henry?
Yeah!
Migrating animals travel long distances. You might want to reconsider.
No problem!
That may work for a high-flying lizard, but most animals don't have it that easy. These wildebeest are still traveling. Sometimes herds are 25 miles long, with over 1 million wildebeest in them. They don't stop, not even to have babies.
Wow!
Wildebeest babies have to hit the ground running. There's so many predators around, it's too dangerous to waste time. By the time she's 1 year old, this little wildebeest will have traveled 4,000 miles.
Excuse me, that's amazing!
This calf is only a few hours old, but learns fast.
Whoops!
She has to follow the herd almost as soon as she is born.
Wow, she can run already! Go, Gadoo, go!
The calf stays close to her mother. She has to because there's always another river to cross in the never-ending journey for food. While some animals cross rivers as they migrate, others, such as whales, cross whole oceans in their annual migration. These humpback whales swim thousands of miles every year as they seek warm water during the winter and colder water during the summer. Other great whales make amazing journeys too. Humpbacks travel in family groups of up to 20 whales of different ages. They keep in touch by singing to each other, and each one has its own individual song so the others can recognize it from miles away.
Under the ocean!
Henry, what are you doing?
I'm just seeing if any of the whales can recognize me.
Henry, These humpbacks have to eat well because after they make the long journey to the warm waters in winter, they don't feed at all for about 6 months.
Not at all?
Not a bite.
That is truly amazing.
They stay until their young calves are big enough to travel back to the rich fishing waters of the Antarctic. Did you know an adult humpback weighs about the same as 40 automobiles and has the longest flippers of any whale?
Those long flippers must come in handy during the long swim.
Just as long wings help this albatross to fly over 1,000 miles in a week. They have the longest wingspan of any flying bird in the world. They're on a never-ending search for food from the sea. They spend all their time flying over the cold South Atlantic Ocean, landing on the sea to sleep. Some albatross go on fishing trips that last over a month, covering up to 10,000 miles. Once every 2 years, they land to meet their mate and breed, then off again for months at sea.
That's really amazing!
The hard-traveling salmon must battle against the mighty river to reach his journey's destination. Salmon usually live in the sea, but after 7 years, they return to the freshwater river where they were born to give birth themselves, sometimes swimming up to 300 miles upstream against raging torrents.
It's like going up the down escalator. I'm beginning to see that journeys for lots of animals can be really difficult.
Right, Henry. Not everything always works out easily.
Well, everything seems to be working out just fine for me.
You never know when things could go wrong.
Huh? Hey! What do you think you're doing? I'm beginning to get the picture. Now I know there's more to journeys than getting away from it all. Animals travel because they have to.
Right. All sorts of animals are on the move all the time, traveling in their own way like this sidewinding adder, sometimes even hitching a ride like this bird, a cattle egret, under the water like these sea urchins, or Mormon crickets on the land, walking, hopping, or slithering like garter snakes.
Ooh, I don't really like the slithering. Can we move on, please? Please?
For some journeys to find food, you have to wade through water like this Proboscis monkey. Whether you're on land or in the water, adult or baby, all animals are on the amazing journey of life.
And now, it's time for the amazing Golden Gecko Award for all-time best animal traveler! Third place bronze medal to the flying gecko who tries to fly but can only glide. Silver medal to the camel who not only goes without food and water in the desert, but who somehow never gets lost. And in first place, the Golden Gecko Award for all-time best animal traveler goes to the wildebeest, who just never gives up. Now I understand that herd animals like the wildebeest have to keep moving in one big group from one place to another. They can't ever stop anywhere for long. It's a never-ending journey, always chasing after food and water. Well, at the end of the day, I guess I've learned that animal journeys aren't just about a change of scenery.
That's right, Henry.
Boy, it's more difficult than I ever knew. Looking for food, looking for water, having babies. It all involves journeys. A whole animal world on the move, day and night, all over the globe.
But you're a very lucky lizard. However much you wander, you know that there's no place like home.
I'm glad I've only got a short journey to my bed.
Sleep well, Henry.